I'm gonna kick your ass. I'm gonna kick your ass. I'm gonna kick your ass. A comment on one of my videos is from Alexander Smith. Hi, David. Another great video. My question, it was on the video where I say I run away. I'll run away from an attacker and not fight. Hi, David. Another great video. My question to you is, would it be so bad to use these moves on, let's say, a classic bully or somebody that clearly needs an ass whooping to move forward? So the moves he's talking about is some of my combatives moves, whip palm strike, elbow spear, stuff like that. Groin shots. So it clearly needs an ass whooping to move forward. I know it can be very dangerous and shouldn't just be thrown out in any situation, but sometimes it's hard to hold back. And I write, there are a lot of times I wish I could use these moves against somebody, but the unintended consequences just are not worth it. So Alexander, I did write back in the comments. There's so many people I want to kick their ass that, all I would be doing all day long is ass kicking. Would it make the world a better place? I think so. I think it would. There's so many people that have just outlived their usefulness that they don't need to be on this planet anymore. But I am not the judge. I am not the jury. I am not the executioner. So I have to let them just be the assholes they are. And then I choose not to hang around them. I choose not to put myself in that surrounding. So I can live my life the way I want to live and not according to this asshole bully. Now, the difference is, if that bully affects my life or my kids' lives, then, hey, they aggressed against me. My philosophy is the non-aggression principle. I will not aggress against you, and I won't take your stuff if you don't aggress against me or take my stuff. But if you do aggress against me, I'm going to kick your ass. And it probably won't be just an ass kicking. It might be, usually if I go, I'm defending my life, and I'm going to take you out. So sometimes people think, well, David, you're kind of, all these other self-defense instructors out there, so they're hardcore. They won't take shit from anybody. I just call bullshit. They aren't out there fighting people. We'd be in prison. All us self-defense instructors, especially self-defense instructor. I got in a fight in my fraternity once, way back when. I was fighting 5 guys. This was before I knew my really good stuff. I only knew a little bit of karate at the time. So they eventually, I think it's the only time I got my ass kicked. I was beating one of their friends' ass. And, which we didn't start. We kicked them out of our party and they wouldn't leave, so we tried to make them leave. And then a fight ensued. So it was me, another guy, my friend, Rod. He had a big group around him, so I went and helped him, and somehow I'm fighting this single guy. So I'm fighting this guy, and I'm just kicking his ass, because I know karate at the time, and he doesn't know shit. They think they know shit. These street fighters, they don't know shit. When you go against somebody who knows how to fight, it's like the Matrix slow motion. They throw a punch, you're like, bop. All right, so I'm kicking this guy's ass. And just back in college, I did fight a lot. I had some friends that would talk a lot of trash, and I would have to help them out. Because maybe they knew I was there, and I would always help them, and I always helped them. So they didn't fight. I always had to fight. But I would fight to the point where the guy would give up, and then I would shake his hand and move on. But that was 27 years ago. Okay? It's a different story nowadays. You fight now, a gun gets pulled and somebody's dead. So I don't fight. It's not worth it. And back to the point. Okay, so this guy's friends came and helped him out. And I got my tooth knocked out, and my friends didn't come help me. I lost a lot of respect for some people who I thought were friends at the time. Some guys helped, and they just weren't fighters, and they just got their ass kicked too. So it just is what it is, learning experience. And then at that point on, I said I wasn't going to fight again, but of course I did. So, but eventually I found sport fighting, and then I did that, so that got out whatever was in me, the aggression. And now I know so much, combatives wise and kill wise, that it's not worth it for me to fight. So I'm so confident in my skills now that I would not fight. I don't need to fight. I don't have to impress anybody. I have so much confidence. And a lot of people that are fighting don't have the confidence, so they lash out and try to prove their manhood. Man, I could wear a dress and walk downtown, and I'm plenty man enough. All right? I wouldn't have to get in any fights. So, what's my point? I talked about the unintended consequences. So if I were to go out and teach these bullies a lesson, or, go whip some ass, which Alexander Smith wants to do, which I don't blame you. There's a lot of ass that needs to be whipped out there. So the unintended consequences are, if I go whip somebody's ass, I'm going to prison. Way back when I was kicking that one guy's ass, he got put in jail. The cops finally came. The kid got put in jail. He was arrested because we asked them to leave, and they started to fight with us. We didn't want to fight. It's just how it happened. So when we went to court, they brought up that I was trained in martial arts. And the guy got off. Which I'm kind of glad he did, because even though, I went through a lot of surgery and stuff with my tooth, he was a young guy. I don't want his life ruined and him have, maybe it was a felony, who knows. Him just get his life ruined because he just couldn't control his ego that one night. And later on, I saw that guy at different parties, and we squashed it. We shook hands, and it was no big deal. But the point is, he got let off because I had taken some karate. So I was a trained martial artist. So if you guys are trained out there and you go kick somebody's ass, those people are going to get off, and you're the one who gets in trouble. They'll say, oh, you got Coach David Alexander's DVD. And you're a trained killer. So that's what I'm saying. The unintended consequences are, you're trained and you might be going to prison. If you go fight somebody, you're going to prison. I know if I get in a fight with somebody, even if they started it, I'm going to prison because I'm a self-defense expert, supposedly, I mean, I am, but I'm the one going to prison. They aren't going to prison. I should know better. I should have been able to diffuse the situation verbally. I should have been able to use non-lethal self-defense stuff. But that's not my system. My system's lethal. I'm taking you out. Well, this was a long rant. It's going to take a lot of editing to try to get it where you guys can understand it. Sometimes the problem is my brain works faster than my mouth. So my brain is 3 sentences beyond what my mouth can speak. So if I'm doing a video and you're like, what's this guy talking about? It's because my brain has skipped ahead and my mouth is trying to catch up. So I'll just pause and try to let stuff catch up. Sorry guys, that's just how my brain works. But I'm trying to get the information out, and if I try to make everything perfect, nothing's getting out. So I'm just going to go ahead with how I am, and hopefully you guys get the gist of the information. I might jump around a lot, but you'll get the overall theme of what I'm trying to say. Okay, I hope that helps. Alexander, thanks for commenting. And he did write back, yeah, I probably just need to keep my ego in check. Yeah, you're probably right. You don't need to fight, especially if you watch my stuff. If you have my DVD, my How to Kill With Your Hands DVD at howtokillwithyourhands.com, I mean, it takes all the... You know how easy it is to take somebody out at that moment, and you can pretty much take anybody out. After you learn that, it takes less than 2 hours to learn. Yeah, it's not a fighting, I'm going to kick your ass, see whose dick is bigger kind of thing. No, it's, you get straight to the point. If you had a gun and you had to kill somebody to save yourself or your family, would you pull that trigger? And my stuff is, if you don't have the gun, I still teach you how to take the person out. But you would never use it in a fight. It would only be life or death. Okay, so that's it for now. Coach David Alexander out. I need you to subscribe. I need you to hit the like button. It shows me, that you appreciate what I'm doing. And then comment and let me know if you guys like this type of video, this more reality-based, Kardashian-style video. These vlogs that people are showing what they're doing in their normal lives. And then, of course, they usually teach a lesson within that video. And that's what I'm going to try to do. I'm going to try to upload more and more and more and more and more. And then get engaged with the people that like my stuff. Or that don't like my stuff. There's, I know this martial arts stuff, even though I'm not doing martial arts, I'm doing just straight self-defense. I'm doing self-protection, really. There's so much, everybody thinks their system is better than the others. And to me, those are the sport-based. Everybody thinks their sport style is better. They might think they're doing self-defense, but they're doing a sport, man. They're doing a sport. My stuff is different. I really don't get a lot of haters because it's so, it is straight to the point. No fluff. There's no bragging. It's just, it is what it is. All right. So subscribe. Hit the like button. Comment. I try to interact, I try to respond to the comments. All right, talk to you later. Coach David Alexander, out. I should have been able to use non-lethal. What the heck? But the problem is, if everybody's whipping ass, look at these. According to your views, your mental views, you're right. Everything's right. But look at the other side who think they're right. Now, what if they had the opportunity to go, this isn't going anywhere.